I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Dark Slayer Mafia 31 Days of Halloween, where we're going to take a look at something horrifying, spooktacular.
Gory.
Spawn.
Spawn.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at Spawn issue number 1. This is a free comic book day reprint, but it is the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the brand new cover, though. What do you think of that cover?
It's epic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you think it compares to the original Spawn number 1 cover, though?
The Spawn number 1 cover is kind of a classic image. I don't think you can really beat it just because of what it is.
Fair enough. It's actually him homaging himself, too. Did you know that?
Isn't it originally like a Spider-Man cover or something?
Yeah, it's an homage to the cover of Spider-Man number 1 that was Todd McFarlane's issue that he did. So story pencils and inks are, of course, by Todd McFarlane. Letters by Tom Orakowski. Is that how you say his name?
I'm not going to touch that.
Colored by Steve Olive. And cover of this particular version is Francisco Mattina. So I think that they should have done an intentional screw up on the inside of this.
Yeah?
And had half the Spawn face in black.
Was that on the original?
The original, you can find copies that have the Spawn logo that's pretty much like this. But I would say 30 or 40% of the run had a weird printing error where the logo is like half black or a quarter black or something like that.
Interesting.
I just think it would have been a good nod to the past if they had actually made it like that.
Yeah.
So it opens up with Spawn knowing that he doesn't belong.
Mm-hmm.
And that there's darkness in him. And that he wants to die. Not really much else to say about that. I do like the way that Todd McFarlane did the Earth, though.
Yeah, all of this. The layouts and everything are really cool.
Oh, yeah. His artwork is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spawn appearing on the top of a cathedral. So if I'm not mistaken, they use this image in the HBO series.
Yeah.
I don't think there's very much of this issue that actually made it in to the first episode of the Spawn animated series. But I think this did, where it was the lightning bolt and then it was like a black screen and then Spawn appears as a silhouette. It works well in comic form, but I gotta say it works even better as animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some things just translate better. This whole thing that they do is so damn goofy.
Isn't this in almost every early Image comic?
Yes. Yes, it is. And it's all because of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's why they do it. The stuff that they're talking about in here, though, I don't think it's ever even really played off of.
No.
You're being filled in on Al Simmons' funeral.
Yeah.
And then he has a wife named Wanda. And so when you connect the dots that Al Simmons is Spawn,
yeah,
it all makes sense, right? But one of the things is that in the last Talking Head guy, he's talking about him as though he's famous. It's either this page or a different page where they talk about how Al Simmons was voted like the second sexiest man alive at one point in time.
It's in this paragraph.
It's in this paragraph? Yeah. Okay, yeah. And that's weird. I don't think that he ever really plays into Spawn, Al Simmons, being a famous character past this issue. I could be wrong. Because I'm going to be honest, I have a lot of fun whenever I read the Spawn comics. I don't remember shit about them after I'm done reading them, though.
No, that's my experience, too. It's been a couple of years since I've read this issue, because I have read this one. I did not remember anything.
I've read this one multiple times, and the things that I remember about it are the Talking Head newscasters more than anything. That Sam and Twitch are in this.
Yeah.
And that there's some pretty damn cool shots of Spawn.
Mm-hmm. Would a lieutenant colonel actually be able to be famous enough for all of this to happen, where they're talking about him so much on the news?
I don't know. Yeah, I got no idea on that one. And then some pretty cool silhouette work. And these negative images actually work really well.
Yeah.
They work well because they're actually being colored in. It's not just a Photoshop effect. At least I don't think it's just a Photoshop effect.
Right.
But everything about this looks really cool. Is it really telling you much of anything? A little bit. A little bit. You're kind of getting the idea that he made some sort of deal with the devil.
Yeah.
It's effective in those ways. Just once in my life, just once, I want to have a gun that looks like this. I don't care if it shoots bullets. In fact, it's better if it's not a lethal weapon.
Yeah.
I just want to hold a gun that looks like
It's such a weird looking gun.
My whole childhood promised me that I would see guns that had weird ass antenna things on the sides of them that
yeah, because you have
is it a flamethrower maybe? Is that what it is? Because you got like these little holes right here.
Yeah.
It would make sense with the opening and everything. Maybe it's a flamethrower. If it is a flamethrower, I take back everything I said about whether or not I care if it fires. If I get a flamethrower, it better actually burst flame.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as hell. Yeah, then we get our first two splashes. Mm-hmm. Neither of these seem excessive to me. There's nothing about the bar up here that's explained yet.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, is that ever explained? Because I don't remember the bar.
Yeah, it is explained. So that is Spawn's magic meter, basically.
Oh, okay.
And once he hits like 0000, I think he returns to hell.
Oh.
To just be a Spawn there in the army. Like, Malbolgia gives him a certain time on Earth. And they can't extend all of the magical abilities they have. That's why it's got the Sands of Time.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember. I do know it's slightly convoluted.
Yeah.
I like everything about that, though. Like, both images are really cool. I think this one was used in a trading card, actually. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just on a pure technical level, the artwork is awesome. And then you get to this, my least favorite thing in here.
Because you hate whimsy.
Why do they force you to turn the comic to see it? Why? What is the point in these? These are in every single Image comic of this time period.
Yeah.
All of the original Image comics. And there's something that persisted in at least Top Cow comics forever. I know because I read the Darkness hardcover volume 2 not that long ago.
Right.
And I'm like, son of a bitch, these things are still in here in like volume 2. They should have quit using these by now. But there's 3 captions on this. This image looks no cooler being a double page spread than it would if it were just a single splash page.
Right.
Done vertically. There is 0 point in this. Absolutely 0.
Yeah.
This splash page is not as cool as the 2 that came before it either.
Yeah.
Like both of these, especially this one, look way cooler than this. I hate this double page, but I don't hate it because it's a bad image. It's a fine image. I don't hate it because it's got bad dialogue. The dialogue's okay. Mm-hmm. I hate it because you got to turn the comic on its damn side to read it. What the hell?
For those watching, you cannot see our face at all, but I promise you, he's legitimately upset by this from how red his face is.
I think they can tell that from what I'm saying. I hate this. You know what the worst part about this is, though?
What?
It's the fact that I've had artists who are working on my titles that have tried to do this bullshit.
Oh, no.
I'll get pages in, I'll be at this weird size where the double page spread wouldn't work going this way. Just this way, right? And I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's what Image Comics has done. What? I don't want what Image Comics did. Like, I like some of these comics, but I don't want this. Like, what? Don't do this.
The title of this video should be, My Dad Gets Angry at Double Page Horizontal Spreads.
Yeah, they have to be horizontal, otherwise, you know. Yeah. I only occasionally get mad at regular double page spreads. So then we're introduced to Sam and Twitch, who are probably my 2 favorite characters in the Spawn universe. Mm-hmm. Their personalities are pretty intact right from the get-go.
Yeah.
I really like this silhouette work. Having Twitch be this orange color and Sam being the completely blackened color.
Yeah.
That looks super good.
It looks good. It shows you their personalities right away.
I'm sure that this is photo referenced, but it's actually drawn in. It looks so much better than cityscapes do by most of the top artists today or the top books today, whatever, you know. Yeah. And then we get a scene that happened a lot in the 90s, it seems like.
Yeah, where a bunch of people try to essay some poor girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. This happened in the Ghost Rider comic we looked at, right?
Oh, did it happen in that too?
It was a group of people beating up somebody.
No, in the group in Ghost Rider, they just beat him because they want to steal his bike.
Oh, that's right. I don't remember.
Yeah, no. Like this, they're quite clear about their intentions. And they like straight up state that they're willing to do it when she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty messed up. So Spawn comes in. Obviously, you wouldn't feel too much pity if he just straight up killed these guys.
I wish he would. I wish he didn't give them a warning. I wish he'd just be like, okay, time to beat some ass.
So, this was on the newsstand. I don't recall if it had a Comics Code Authority stamp for the newsstand or not.
Yeah.
But all the same, Spawn issue #1 was a newsstand released book. And like this was okay for newsstand books of that time, but he couldn't show the guy just straight up being killed. Okay. It's kind of goofy when you think about what they allowed and what they didn't allow, right?
Yeah.
So, I like the way the glass broke, all in all. Mm-hmm. That's a big complaint I have in a lot of comics because I was a glass glazer for years.
Right.
But all in all, that actually looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. And right here, we now know where Dinesh got the name for his company.
Bad idea.
The Spawn silhouette's awesome. I love that.
It's really good.
You don't what?
When I first read this issue, I do not remember them referencing Youngblood so much.
You don't remember Youngblood being referenced in any of the Image comics as much as they were until you actually go back and read them.
Yeah.
They were trying so hard in those first couple of years to make it known that this was a shared universe. So Spawn would be mentioned in Shadowhawk. Chapel, who's a Youngblood member, is who ends up being Al Simmons' killer.
Oh, okay.
They later changed that when Rob left Image. So a new character, I think her name was Jessica Priest. Mm-hmm. She gets introduced and it turns out she's the one who killed Al. So it was like retconned out. But even in the cartoon, Chapel is the one who is used as having killed Al. And there was a comic that was about them when he was still Al Simmons called like Night Strike. Mm-hmm. But if I recall correctly, it's not done by McFarlane or Liefeld. So it's just kind of one of those rushed out there Image comics that they were also kind of known for. They did a lot of the flooding the market with a lot of books,
Yeah.
Some of which were really fun and some of are fun in a different way.
Right.
I love the borders that he does in there.
Yeah.
The fact that Todd even puts so much detail, just sketchy lines around the borders, it adds to this being a horror superhero comic, which is what Spawn is in my opinion. I'm sure not just mine. I would like to see what he actually does to this guy.
Yeah.
He holds up his finger, there's a magical effect. It says boom. But then you just see their silhouettes running, and this is probably my least favorite silhouette in the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But I'd like to see him actually using his abilities here. And then he goes to help the girl. And what do you think of the way his mask is contorted around his face in that one?
I thought it was really interesting.
I think it's odd looking.
Yeah.
I don't think that's done as much in future issues. Mm-hmm. And it is bizarre looking. And then he's having flashbacks. I love this. Everything about this works for me.
It's so cool how everything turns into webs and the borders get so janky.
Yeah, and I do wonder if all the webbing is actually a reference to his previous work on Spider-Man.
That's what I was thinking.
It does seem like McFarlane would reference stuff like that. I really like the little skull guy. Mm-hmm. Wanda looks different in future issues. I think all of them do. Their faces aren't quite as like squished.
Yeah.
And the issues coming up. But that is kind of a common Todd McFarlane thing where the faces do look kind of like that.
Right.
But he comes back to life, and it turns out the girl's holding him, which is kind of sweet and nice.
Yeah.
Especially since he saved her life.
Right. And then immediately had some kind of trauma attack right after.
Right. And then we get the talking heads again. Mm-hmm. The only thing in this page that I really took away from it all is that I thought it was really funny that this guy is criticizing that Spawn is a throwback character with a cape. Yeah. Why can't he be more like Youngblood? But the chains and the spikes work. I did like that. I thought that was nice. I am surprised, though, that he just straight up uses the E! Network and CNN's logos instead of creating the own like news source things for this world. They just straight up use something that already exists.
Yeah.
I don't know what 2 Today is. That's probably like a local network that we don't have here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Spawn is remembering that Wanda is in fact his wife.
Yeah, and for the first time in 5 years that he's been running around the Earth, he takes.
It doesn't actually state how long he's been back on Earth.
No.
You get the impression in the cartoon, at least, and I think future issues of the comic, that he has recently just came back to the Earth.
Right. It did show like a time in the beginning of how many,
yes.
And then
he died about 5 years prior to the events in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he finds out he's a walking corpse, but a corpse that can still cry, which poor Spawn.
Mm-hmm. I love how you don't actually see the details of his face; you just see his.
How it's all darkened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're reading Spawn in like the compendium or hardcover formats, there's an issue that comes up at some point where his face is just stitched together.
Oh.
I think the toy is referred to as like hamburger head Spawn or something like that.
Hamburger head.
And it's just stitched together like that, right? And you have no idea why, because it doesn't show anything in the previous issue that makes it make sense, right? But it's because he took I think it was a batarang to the face, something like that, in the Batman crossover.
Oh.
And that's one thing about the Image guys that's different than everybody else. Like Captain America and Batman crossover, there's no long-term effects for that in any Marvel or DC books, right?
Right.
But with the Image guys, they all actually do like long-term effects for any of the crossovers. Like Darkness Batman is referenced several times throughout Darkness. Same with this. Like there will be the Batman references with the crossover coming up. This part with Sam and Twitch. Twitch says that he noticed he's only had 16 donuts today and asks him if he's on a diet. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I enjoy about these two right from the get-go is he may not have known everybody's personalities in this yet, but he did know the 2 of their personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's used his magic, and that's why he's down by 4 points, I guess you'd say. I don't really know how to phrase it. And then it talks about how the Violator's coming up, and this creature is laughing and telling him what a deal it's made. Mm-hmm. I think you could be excused for thinking, if you had never read this comic, that this creature is Violator.
Yeah, because that's the creature that he actually made the
deal that's
with.
Mal.
That's
Malbolgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does look like the Violator.
Yeah, all of the demons in this carry a sort of quality about them, like a certain look. Mm-hmm. I love the silhouette work, the double silhouette on the cities.
Yeah.
That works so damn well. Mm. That is something a lot of artists should be paying attention to so they can still.
Yeah.
You don't need to still cityscapes from pictures. Just look at what Todd McFarlane did and copy that. But make it your own. Don't just straight up copy it.
Yeah.
I love Jason Sean Alexander's artwork, but I have to say this ad doesn't work for me.
Is it the lettering or is it the picture itself?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just not working for me. Mm. I think it's kind of the whole thing, honestly. Yeah. I just don't think the ad works. I think a better image that fit in between here in some way and getting rid of this border at the top and just making it actual full I think would have worked better. But I don't know. I just don't think that image works very well.
Yeah.
This ad, on the other hand, works on me. Mm-hmm. Could be because I absolutely love this series.
It's amazing.
And this ad works on me.
Because you also love that series?
No, it's actually not just because I hate Fairyland, which I do love. I hate Fairyland. Mm-hmm. But because it's actually telling you what it wants to tell you. Oh, that they're doing image first issues for just $1 in all volume 1 trade paperbacks start at $9.99. Mm-hmm. I think it's a great idea that Image does that. If it's a series that has 6 or 7 trade paperbacks, or that many are planned, why not do the first one at a price that gets them in? Why not sell reprints of a first issue for $1?
Right.
You know, it's a good way to capture new readers, so I applaud Image for doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then this ad I hate. What the fuck? Why is this necessary? This is the worst goddamn ad in this whole thing.
Trying to get as many pages in as possible. Fill up that page count.
I mean, seriously, what the hell? And this tells you nothing about what the oversized Vault Edition is. So if you weren't already aware, you wouldn't even know this was advertising an artist edition.
Right.
I hate this. I hate this ad. This ad is stupid. This ad is pretty good. Mm-hmm. And this one is crowded and unnecessary. This could have just been an ad for Saga. I don't think it works to advertise absolutely every single thing Image has ever done in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Spawn number 300. That ad's effective. That's fine. Mm. But yeah, overall, what did you think?
It's Spawn. Solid first issue, classic Image comic,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get better than this.
It's completely fun. I'm going to forget everything that was in it in about 15 minutes. But for the time I was reading it, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And the greatest thing about forgetting everything about it is that I'll enjoy it just as much the next time I read it.
Yep.
You got anything else?
Nope.
All right, let's go make some comics. Looking for something to read this Halloween season? Dark Slinger Comics has you covered. Check out Ghost Assassin, a supernatural crime comic. Issue number 1 is currently available in a color edition as well as a limited edition black and white raw copy that features Joel Kotajar's pencils and the lettering only. There's also a raw edition available for issue number 2. We're currently completing the inks and coloring stages on issue number 2. Can't wait to read it? You can pick up the A story in the cards as a mini comic. Issue number 3 is also available in the raw edition. Vampires more your thing? Check out Chronicles of Von Helsing. This story features the world's oldest blood feud, the Von Helsings versus vampire kind. Issue number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all available, as well as the Sally mini comic and the newest addition to the Chronicles Von Helsing lineup, Blood Will Out by Tony Morgan. This is the last time Chronicles Von Helsing issues number 1 through 5 in the Sally special will be offered in this format. We're almost sold out of the remaining copies. The next time it sees print is going to be as a colored edition hardcover. Vampires and supernatural crime not your thing? Check out Who Will Save the World. All of these issues are available online on darkslinger.com, on our eBay store. You can order digital editions through our Patreon. Most of the comics mainstream spinner racks have these titles in stock as well. Are you a retailer and you're interested in stocking Darkslinger products? Get a hold of Comics Mainstream. Comics Mainstream is the exclusive distributor for Darkslinger Comics.